Welcome back to the Children Fresh podcast, only on the Children Fresh Network. I'm your host, Jordan. I'm here with David.
Hello.
I'm back, baby. I was gone last week. Sorry about that, boys. I had to do a thing. I had work to do. Daddy had work. But I'm back now.
I mean, this stack.
Baby.
I think this weekend coming up is the only week this week, or
Yes.
this weekend, this month
Yep.
that we don't have shit to do.
Yep. Literally. I was, my really busy November started 2 weeks ago. And I was like looking at my schedule of things I had to do in the end of October, in the entirety of November, and I realized, oh my god, I have like 2 weeks in October that I can like relax, chill, drink with the boys, hang out, and then from like the last 2 weeks in October, I'm like full front. I'm like full throttle until about late November. So people are asking me like, hey, do you want to like hang out in November? I'm like, sure. How about November the 27th?
How about next month?
Literally, how do you think? And just really bad as well. I think ages ago, I would always say like, man, I'm trying to hang out with my Japanese friends, and they're really busy, and like they've got like 2 months solidly booked. I'm like, how do you guys have so much booked? And now I get it. Now as a 31-year-old man, I get it. I'm like, I get it. Like sometimes you just get busy, and you just get booked out. And honestly, I don't like it, David.
No.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like it. But before we dive into all of that, first and foremost, Jay, thanks for jumping in for me last week. Absolute pleasure. I was in Kyushu for work, so yeah, I was like gone for like a week and a bit. But anyway, David, it's been a while. How have you been? How's your week been? Catch me up, my
God, like I haven't talked to you on the podcast since
dude. Like 2 weeks ago, basically.
well, yeah, 2 weeks ago. But even then, like I was gone to Kusatsu.
Yeah, you did some cool shit.
And yeah, so like I went to
Fill me in.
Kusatsu, you went to Kyushu. We haven't
me
been
in.
home for a week and a bit. We went
Fill me in.
to Takao yesterday.
Yep. Still tired.
So yeah,
was my
there's a lot of
birthday.
shit's going on.
Yeah, my birthday party was on like Saturday. So there was like Friday. Sorry, it's Sunday today. It was on Friday.
Yeah, the day off on Friday really fucked with my
Dude,
schedule. as well.
really fucked my schedule.
Mm.
But it's been good. Fill me in first. How have you
So,
been? What have you been doing?
I guess I can talk about Kusatsu for a little bit.
Please do.
So I'd never been. Kusatsu is in, I want to say Nagano, but that's not correct.
Kusatsu is in Gunma.
Correct. Yes, it's in Gunma, which is not Nagano. Contrary to popular belief, it is not. I should have known because Gunma-chan is everywhere. I don't know why that just suddenly hit me now. I'm
Is
like, oh, yeah, duh, it's
Gunma-chan's the horse mascot thing, right?
Yeah.
It's
He's
not bad, actually.
fucking adorable.
Do you know what's really bad as well? Like, so when people mention Gunma, for the longest time, people always have like a bad impression of Gunma. Like, I've never heard anyone be like, "Oh, Gunma, yeah, it's great. There's like lots to do there." It's always pretty like negative. So it was your first time in Gunma, right?
I think I've been to Gunma before, but not for like long, like maybe like hours.
Yeah.
Like I hadn't stayed there overnight or did whatever in Gunma.
You did
But I
like a
mean,
day trip, basically.
Gunma is large.
It's fucking huge. There's a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, I went to Kusatsu. I'll have to say this.
Go on.
You know,
Go on.
I went to Hakone.
The hack. Yeah.
Yeah, the hack. It is a hack, but not the kind of hack you want to be. So I went to Hakone, and I was like, oh man, Hakone is so nice.
It's pretty good.
You got like the river there, and it's all, like the whole area is just like really kind of like that storybook pristine like area, and you're like, wow, it's real nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Like Kusatsu, in my opinion, makes like Hakone feel like it copied its homework.
Yes.
It's
No.
like do
Yes.
this, but change it a little bit.
Yes. I agree. You told me this when you were there. You were like, Kusatsu feels like a better version of Hakone. And I was like, you're right. I agree. Like I've been to Kusatsu once before on like
Yeah.
a work thing, so I was only there for a couple hours. But
oh god,
bro,
so much alcohol
you,
in
you
this.
you drank the pure alcohol at the bottom of the fruit
Yeah.
for drinking.
It's
We're
really
currently
strong.
drinking David's homemade umeshu, and there's fruit in my cup, and I know it's gonna be a punch for
It's
alcohol.
just like straight alcohol.
I'm saving the fruit until the second half of the podcast because I know it's gonna fucking slap.
oh
I know,
boy,
dude, it's good stuff.
that's concentrated as fuck. Sorry. Anyway,
No, it's good stuff. I digress.
woo!
Yeah, going to Kusatsu for a little bit, you're like, Kusatsu is what you know when you're watching Spirited Away, and you
Uh-huh.
get to that place where she goes to like the big
the
like,
magical fucking
the magic,
giant
yeah,
on-
Sento.
Sento.
Yubaba's like Sento
Yeah,
town.
it's like fucking 8 stories tall and looks like a Japanese castle type place.
Steam's coming out everywhere. There's like very traditional like onsen stuff going on,
Mhm.
bathhouse cultures happening. That is Kusatsu Onsen in Gunma. That's
Yeah,
where you see
that kind of shit does not exist in Hakone
No.
at all.
There's even the traditional like there's a show you can watch of people like cooling down the bath water with the giant stick thingies.
Yeah, we went to that.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, it's neat.
I want to go see it again.
I don't know if I would wait the time that we had to wait to go see it again, but it's
No.
neat.
It's good to see once.
Yeah.
You wait the time to see the thing, then you go, cool, we've seen it.
Mhm.
Now you've seen it. You're good. You've made a memory.
Does Kusatsu have cooler trains than Hakone? Kusatsu does not have trains
They're
like
big-
at all. It's a walking city,
Yeah,
but like
you
it's small enough that it doesn't feel like you need to really
walk.
walk anywhere
I'd put it this way.
or not walk anywhere. Ride a
Well,
train.
Ride
anywhere.
a train anywhere. I'd put it this way. This is how I'd put it. Kusatsu is like the traditional onsen town that you think of when you think of like onsen towns from Ghibli, onsen towns from movies. It's gonna have all you want from an onsen town, but it's gonna be in Gunma. So it's
Right.
gonna be a little harder, not harder, but you're going.
It'll
a
take
little,
you a little bit more time to
Yeah.
get there.
It's a little more time to get there. You're going a little more to the countryside. Hakone is convenient Kusatsu. You're taking like the nice fancy romance car with the big window that you can see Tokyo, and
Right.
you zoom all the, you go to Shinjuku and you go pew 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 pew, and you zoom all the way there to Hakone and you go, wow, so convenient. But for that convenience, you lose one, an authentic onsen town. It's got some onsens there. It's pretty nice, but it's not as nice as Kusatsu.
Yeah.
Two, you know what you gain? Tourists.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all you gain. You want to go to an onsen town that's shoulder to shoulder packed with people, that's where you go. And I think Hakone is also more expensive than Gunma.
It might be. I don't know.
Mm.
I never thought to compare the prices, but I will say like Kusatsu lives up to its name of being Kusa
Bruh,
because wow,
Mm.
like I think
Mm.
I think when Chihiro get there, she didn't like expect like it to smell as bad as it did.
Yeah.
But man, that place
Sofa?
smells like rank ass rotten eggs.
Yeah, it's a
And
sofa
it's-
town.
What do you expect, right? Like that's what it That's what hot springs smell like. Is
They
rank
smell like
ass sulfur.
Yeah, it's sofa. It's a sofa town.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I mean, it's eventually you get used to it.
Yeah, you don't notice it after a while.
But when you get there, it's a
Mhm.
slap in the face.
But we stayed at like a hotel that was like huge. Like our room was huge.
Like a traditional ryokan style hotel with
it
Rotendo.
wasn't like a traditional ryokan. It was like a hotel-ish place. Like it
Mm.
wasn't a ryokan, but it had
Mm.
its own like
fancy.
hot spring, not hot spring. What am I
Rotendo.
saying? Rotenburo
Mm.
in the room.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Fancy.
nice.
One of those Rottenburu that's like on the balcony, and you go outside. Or was it one that's in the room?
It was in like a glass room thing, right? Yeah,
Mm.
it was nice.
Fancy. I love me. Listen, I love onsens. I love a good onsen. I
And
feel
I don't. So
you
the
don't-
fact
you
that
don't,
I'm
yeah.
like,
exactly.
yeah, it was good.
I like a good
says a lot.
onsen. I like going to an onsen, diving into the hot pools, enjoying my time there. But do you know what I like better than an onsen? A really nice Rottenburo with onsen water. If
Mm.
those are not, a Rottenburo is like one big circle, like a giant wooden tub that like 2 or 3 people can fit inside, and that's it.
This was like a single man tub.
The best ones, because
Yeah.
I don't want to share. And they're wonderful, right?
Mhm.
Very, very relaxing, very nice. Good. Some of the best sleeps you'll ever have are after a Rottenburo and a good beer, and you crash the fuck out. Bro.
There's something very satisfying
Mm.
about the first time you sit in the tub and all the water just shoots out the sides.
Yes,
Because the water just constantly flows. Like they
Yep.
don't turn it off because
Nope.
it's coming from underground.
Mhm.
Like you can't just turn it off.
No.
Otherwise pressure will build up and it'll fucking explode.
Yep.
So it's just constantly running into a drain. So the bath is like always full until you sit in it, and then
And
it
it goes-
just overflows the sides onto the floor, and yeah, it's great.
It's a really good scene as well. I think
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the last time I went to a Rottenburo that was like attached to my hotel room. I remember going in the hotel being like, this is way too fancy for me. This is crazy. Jumped into the Rottenburo, same thing. Water spurge. I'm like, this is how I should be living my life every day. This is crazy. So jumped in, had a good beer afterwards, and then you like tuck into bed, and you realize you're like, I'm about to have the greatest sleep known to man, and nothing will stop me. It is so damn relaxing.
Yep.
God, I love them. For those who've never been to a onsen, or like David, aren't interested in onsen, I think the Rottenburo is like the best next step, right?
Yeah. If you can get like just a private one and you know, sit in it by yourself, well, you don't have to go by yourself.
I've got to ask about, because I know like traditional Rottenburos are pretty expensive. How bad was it? What was the damage?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I didn't book it, so I don't know.
David's like, I don't want to see the prices.
I was just there.
He's like, don't show me the prices. Just book the place, let me go.
Yep, that's about right.
Honestly, the best way to do it, legitly. Give me what was your opinion of Kusatsu Onsen at the end? How was it, the entire thing? What did you do there? Give me your itinerary. Shake me down.
So we only went for like a day ish. So we went out there, we went around the town, kind of, you know, because there's all these like shops and stuff that you can go to.
There are, yeah.
and
Go on.
in those kind of towns, the
Go on.
food is always good.
Yes.
Like always good. It's
Yes.
it's not even debatable. Like you can go to any type of food, Italian, Japanese, whatever. It's always good. So we with the hotel, you got a meal, you got breakfast, and you got the dinner the night before. And the dinner the night before was pretty fucking good.
What'd you have? Oh, fuck, what'd you have?
So like the first it's weird that like the dish I enjoyed most was salad. That's it's really fucking weird, right? Yeah, right. Like, you're like, "Oh man, like you got fed like steak and fish."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, the salad was the best part." But it was the first thing that came out. And it was in like, you know, some kind of like vinaigrette, but they had smoked the salad like with like cherry wood or something. So it came with like that glass dome over top that's filled with smoke. And
Oh
then
my
they
God, they
opened it
go-
up. Yeah. So it had like that like burnt like wood smoky flavor to it. It was
so good.
I've never had if I could eat salad like that every single day, I would just be skinny as fuck.
That's all I'd eat.
It's all I
Smoked
would eat.
salad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Maybe I just need a smoker. I just need to buy a smoker and like throw a whole head of lettuce in there and just eat it like a savage.
I want to get a smoker really badly.
Yeah.
It's on my Amazon wish list of things that I want: a smoker and a coffee bean roaster. My life would be complete if I had those two things. And now I'm hearing smoked salad.
Yeah. It's something that I've never had before.
I've never even heard of that
So
before.
it's very usually it's kind of you know, it's like your starter, not your palate cleanser, but you know, like to set the mood,
Yeah.
right? Like usually that kind of flavor sets the mood for what's to come after it, and you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna be, you know, a fish thing, or this is gonna be a meat thing, and it's gonna be, I don't know, vinegar heavy or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But this kind of threw me for a loop. I'm like, who smokes a fucking salad? What the fuck? This is weird, but it was really fucking
It's
good.
one of those things where it comes out, they open up the glass jar to reveal your smoked salad, and you're like, this is dumb. Who's done this?
exactly.
You
What
guys are-
idiot did
Yeah,
this?
you guys are stupid. Bad chef, bad. Then you take a bite and you're like, good chef, continue. I
Yes,
apologize.
yeah.
Turns out you know what the fuck you were doing.
So that
right
was
there.
good. Breakfast the next day was your typical
Bread, coffee,
Wah.
Japanese.
No,
Wah.
it's your
Oh, I
wah.
hate Japanese bread. Sorry,
It's
Japan.
Japanese breakfast.
Is it miso soup and rice and fish?
Yeah, there's miso soup and right. Yeah, it's exactly what you expect. Which is fine.
I
Whatever.
don't like rice for breakfast.
I don't mind it. It's okay.
I don't like it. It's too heavy. I'm a bread coffee man for the morning and nothing else.
It was okay because we were in Gunma, so it was like takekomi gohan type rice.
That's pretty good. I might eat that actually.
Yeah.
That's
So it
pretty
was
decent.
alright.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that was good. We went around shopping. The one like food that really I enjoyed quite a bit. And it's not really like a specific type of food, but there's a shop in Kusatsu close to you've been there, right? Yep. Do you know where like the glass gallery type place is where they make all the glass from Kusatsu? And
Yes.
it's like a huge building. There's a building kind of down the street from that, closer to the big like onsen area in the middle of the town.
Okay, and I know
So it's
what you
in
mean.
between that and the glass place, but it's like a goma shop, and all they sell is sesame.
Oof.
So, but they had
Love goma.
like how do I describe it? It's like mitsudango, like the 3 dango on a stick.
Yeah.
But it's completely like covered in like like black
The
sesame
black
seed.
sesame paste stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I've had those.
so
They're
good.
so good. They're
So
so
good.
good. I had something similar in Yamagata when I was there.
Yeah.
Dude, so
I
fucking
love
good.
I love black sesame. Never ate it at home like
No,
ever.
ever.
Here though,
Constantly.
it's a I wouldn't say it's a staple flavor, but you find it a lot more often.
And it's always good.
I love it.
It's always good. We had some on the mountain as well. You found the black sesame
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
You were like, fuck me up, chef. I
Give
have
it
one
to
of those, bro.
That wasn't that great.
Wasn't that great?
But the soy sauce was so fucking salty.
He really, like the guy working that dango store,
Oh yeah, he
Piled that one.
dunked that thing.
it didn't need to be that thick,
No,
my guy. Like, lighten that low, bro. I beg you. Because mine wasn't dripping that much. He gave you yours and it was like drenched.
Yeah, I was like I rolled up the
Yeah.
sleeves on my shirt because I'm like, oh, it's dripping onto my arms.
Lit-
when I'm
I don't
holding
know what it
vertically.
was about you that when you stepped up and he was like, this man likes a thick sauce.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was like, boss, I need the bigger brush. Bring me the paintbrush we're using for the
The one
shells,
that we
boy.
put it on, the one we used to paint the house with.
Yeah,
give me. He pulls out like a fucking paint roller.
He's just like-
flips it, rolls it.
He's like, sir, give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna get this shit coated.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking-
Yeah, I don't know why it was so coated, but yeah, it was.
yeah, it's a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot.
No, but yeah, Kusatsu,
Good stuff.
I would recommend. It's kind of a weird recommend because if it's your first time in Japan, it's maybe you're gonna basically spend 2 days if you go there
Yeah. You are.
because you'll wanna. I think you'd want to stay at a hotel for the night because
Yeah.
going there is from Tokyo is gonna take you like 2 hours. Coming back's gonna take you 2
2 hours.
hours.
You might as well
So
stay
it's
the
4 hours
night,
of the
yeah.
day. And yeah, you could go and come back, I guess,
Yeah.
if you really wanted to. But
I would say, like, when it comes to even baby's first trip to Japan now, I've been
Yeah.
saying this to a lot of people who've been like crowding my DMs, being like, hey, I'm first time in Japan. Where do I go? What do I do? What should I see? And I'm always like, one, very important. I'm not gonna plan your trip for you. That sounds like not my
too
job.
much work,
A lot of work. I don't want to do it honestly. But then
and I don't get to see any of the benefits.
exactly, yeah. This sounds for me personally not fun. If you're like, I want one cafe in Shibuya, I'm like, baby, I got you.
Sure, yeah.
Here's 3. If you're like, could you plan my Kyoto itinerary? The answer is no, and also stop DMing me. That's weird, bro. Like, you have the internet. But then I digress. I get people ask me just like, do you think I should go to X prefecture? And I'm always like, yeah. My answer will never be no. If you're like, hey, I heard you don't really like Osaka. Do you think I should go? I'm gonna say, yeah, go to Osaka. Go anywhere. If someone's like, hey, I found a really cheap location in Shiga, should we go? The answer is yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Probably go. Like, there's no bad side to going to these places. You're gonna be seeing sites and doing things you've not done in your home country. So just go and do it. Like, fuck it, why not? Like, you can do the Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto thing. It's gonna be sick. You can have a good time. But if you roll the dice and just put like one more thing on the itinerary that other people haven't done, you now have a trip that isn't a carbon copy of every other person before you, basically. It's like
Yep.
my friend came, he came for his honeymoon, and he was like, oh, we're going to like, where was he going? They went to Hakone, I think they went to Gunma, they went to like all these areas that like, all that was like Hiroshima, and it was their first time here.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you guys doing? They were like, the wife wants to go. We're going. The wife
Yeah,
did.
might
the
as
wife,
well, right.
Yeah, she's like, she follows your Instagram. She saw like the places you went to, and she's like, I want to go to these places. It's like, Osaka's going to be there. Always.
Osaka's not
yeah.
gonna change.
No, Osaka's been Osaka for the last 3,000 years, and it'll be Osaka for the next 3,000 years.
Yep.
It'll be there when I come back. And the things there probably won't change. But this tiny village in the middle of Hiroshima that 25 people live in, that might not be here in 3 years. Because everyone's leaving the fucking village.
Yeah,
So
no one wants to live there
Yeah.
anymore, right? Yeah.
People want to go to the big city to do big city salaryman jobs before they realize big city salaryman jobs aren't fun, and they head back to the countryside. But until that happens, and the big return happens, and everyone returns back to the countryside,
Yeah.
these places will start disappearing. So when it comes down to it, go to the smaller cities, smaller
Go,
places.
yeah, those places go while you can now.
Bro, yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Because yeah, it does seem a bit dire at times
It
when
is.
you go to some of those older places and you look at the stores and just so many of them are
Nothing.
just closed. Like the
Closed.
shutters are closed, and
Mm.
there's not even a sign on it. It's just like
Done.
we're done.
It's done. Yeah, we're
like
done. Game over. And there's tons as well. Like there's certain towns that they have like one thing in the town that they're popular for, they're known for.
Yep.
But then they're known for it inside of Japan in those circles only. And because they're even the local government or like fear of like or weird xenophobia, who knows what it is? Because of of reasons, people aren't coming to see the town because they don't know the town exists basically. And then they go, why is our town closing down? It's like, this is why.
Well, I will
No
I
PR.
will say though that when we went to Kusatsu and like Yubatake, which Yubatake is the big like main hot spring thing. I don't even know what you would call it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like the hot spring zone.
Zone, yeah. The hot springs.
Welcome
you,
to the
you,
onset
you would
zone.
understand if you saw it.
No,
it,
yeah,
you'd
yeah,
understand,
yeah.
but, But there are a lot of foreign people there.
Yeah.
A lot. So like clearly tourists know about
They
it.
do. Gunma, yeah. Gunma spent a great deal of money, not only advertising Gunma and Kusatsu overseas, but
Right.
also setting up links from Tokyo to Gunma to Kusatsu.
Right.
you can
yeah,
take a-
to get people there.
Yeah. You can take a bus from Shinjuku Buster, the Shinjuku bus terminal, straight to Kusatsu Onsen. It goes zoop, straight
Oh,
there,
really?
direct, and you can just get on. You don't have to book tickets. You can just get on.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy. There's one that takes you like to the foot of like the start of the onsen zone. How cool is that?
Oh, okay, like right down there.
Takes you
huh?
right
Okay.
there. You could take a bus there in the morning, a 6 a.m. bus, get there by whatever how long I don't know how long it takes you. You
Yeah.
get there by whatever time it gets you there, do the sights, enjoy the onsen, do a nice little onsen, before you jump on the bus to go home.
Yep.
Jump on the bus to fuck off back to Tokyo. Drink a bus beer because you have to on the bus,
Mm-hmm.
and alliteration is key. So you drink a bus beer, back to Tokyo, back to your hotel, you're chilling, easy.
Yep.
It's an easy trip that
You can
Guma's
definitely
pushing.
do it in a day, but
It's good.
you'd have to get up early. But I
Fun
mean,
game stuff.
you know what? That's just traveling, right?
Yeah, true.
For most
Yeah.
of the stuff, it's like if you want to get the most out of your day,
Mm.
it's just you have to get up early.
I think a lot of even like like Kyoto travel. One of my pieces of advice is always get up early. But then as I've lived in Japan for longer, I'm like that just might be my advice for everywhere. And then I'm like,
Right,
and then I'm like, wait, that's just travel advice.
Yeah,
Just get up early. Oh, you want to get a really nice shot of like Asakusa? Get up early.
yeah.
Oh,
when-
you wanna
when
check out this
people
thing?
aren't there.
Yeah, get up early.
Like
But
if you're not at the location at like
Open.
6 or 7,
Oh, done.
yeah, it's gonna be by 10. It's gonna be swamped.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. Because people are thinking early in international terms, so they go, "We'll get up at like 7. That's early, right? We'll get up at 7.
Get
and
there
then,
at
like,
9.
Yeah, we'll get there at 9. We'll get there at 9:30. We'll grab a coffee on the way. So we'll get there by like 10, and that's early. No one
Sure,
will be
yeah,
there.
yeah.
No, everyone's there. People have been waiting since 6.
Yep.
Like you're already late because 10 is when we start work here. The work day has begun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not on the commute,
Depends on what job you're doing.
True
Shit,
story,
I
no,
had
true
to
story,
be
true story.
at my desk at 8.
disgusting.
But
There
I
we
mean,
go.
That's teacher's different, right? Like
True story.
I'm done at 5, typically.
Not bad. But
But-
yeah, you know what I mean. Like if you want to get early, is like you're there at like 7.
Yeah.
At the
Oh, yeah.
location, coffee in hand at 7.
Mhm.
Start your day then. Do whatever you're doing. Take a midday nap. I'll take a midday nap.
Sure.
I'll smash a midday nap if I have to.
I mean, you're on the train for 2 hours. Just sleep then.
Sleep, yeah, honestly, yeah. Be efficient with your time.
Exactly.
Sleep while you move, man. Set an alarm. That's actually a really good piece of advice. Set an alarm on the like 5 minutes before your train is like scheduled to get to your station. And when that alarm goes off, you get up. You ready? You don't miss your stop,
You're good to go.
bro.
And you annoy everyone else in the train car.
But you see that. You see that anyway. People set alarms.
Yeah.
Like I know a guy who there's a guy when I was living in Odaki Sagamihara who'd
Mhm.
always have an alarm set on his phone and would get to like Machida and his alarm would go off. He'd get up, turn it off, and then he'd stand up or he'd like sit there like awake. And I think his stop was like Sagami Ono or like Odaki Sagamihara.
Yeah.
The problem with the Odaki line is if you forget to get off or you fall asleep, you're gone. That train goes like. It's
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
like you go in Shonan, baby. You want to see Fuji? You about to see Fuji.
We're going on a road trip today.
The train's like buckle up. We're now turning into a commuter express.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I mean, that does happen. Like
It
even on like Toyoko Sen,
Yeah.
if you jump on it like I don't know, like Shinjuku Sanchome coming
Oh,
south,
Yeah.
and it's I think it's at
Shibuya.
it's at Sanchome or Shibuya.
It changes, yeah.
It changes, and it could change to local. It could change to express. It could become a
Anything.
commuter express. You
Yep.
don't fucking know.
You don't know.
So if you were like, okay, well, I have to go to this place, and it's like, oh, my train doesn't stop there. Now what the fuck do I do? Like, and if you weren't paying attention,
You're done.
you just zip by your station and be like, whoops, fuck.
That happened to me. I got on at like Shinjuku Sanchome, and I was like, okay, I can take this train to Shibuya, and then I'll change to the commuter rapid train.
Mhm.
Easy clap, easy done. I get on the train, I'm chilling, I'm like on my phone. I look up, and I'm at Shibuya. I'm like, I should probably change here. And the thing goes, this train is now changing to a commuter express. And I'm like, it was a local 2 stops ago.
Mhm.
What the fuck? And then it changed, and then everyone went, and then half the train got off.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
like, this wasn't expected. And then sometimes the reverse happens. You'll get on the train, and the map will be like, hey, this train's going to change to a commuter express. Prepare yourself. And then I'm like, cool, easy. And I look up at Shibuya, and everyone's getting off. I'm like, guys, where are you going? It's a commuter express. And I'm like, oh, no, wait. What they've done is this train has now become a local, and they've implemented a new train. And
that is the commuter express.
that's
It's
now
on
the commuter.
opposite
Yep.
thing. Yeah.
Yep. Like, good luck. That's now the commuter express.
Yep.
So there are times that I've been like, haha, I'm going to be perfectly on time. And then, like, the next stop is, like, the next station. I'm like, wait, shouldn't the next stop be, like, fucking Nakamega or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
like, seems
Nope.
my train has fucked me. Like, David, I'll be an hour late.
Yep. And coming from Shibuya to here is like more than half an hour on a local train.
Oh, yeah, it sucks.
yeah. it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
fun.
it sucks. You're better off going back one stop and getting the express.
Speaking of local trains,
Uh-huh.
though, I'm probably moving. So I mean, I don't clap yet. We don't know for sure. But if I do move, I guess I'll just put this out here now. There might be a couple. We might have a couple weeks where it's just we don't exist
Yeah,
because
that's fine.
I don't have
Yeah.
internet to post anything,
True.
or
Yep.
stuff is still in boxes. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if we get the place that we get,
Fingers
we're,
crossed.
we're gonna have like an actual studio space, like an area where we
That'd
can
be
like,
sick.
you know, I can buy some chairs
Nice.
and we can sit down and just like see the chat on a screen,
On a
and
big
just
old
talk
screen?
and sit, you know.
That'd be nice. Oh, dude, fuck it, dude. Congrats.
So we'll see.
Tell me off cast later where the place will be.
Oh, it's not from here. It's one station away.
Oh, it's one station away.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm very much in the bag of not
So
not doxing
you will
myself.
have to get off one station or earlier and ride a single station on local, but
I'm okay with that. I can make it work.
yeah,
It
no,
sounds.
it's like it's a big house.
We talking close to the station, far from the station.
It's like equivalent distance.
Are
from
there
here.
hills?
A very slight one,
Then we're good.
like
'Cause-
half this size,
Then we're fine.
Yeah.
Listen, I've become accustomed.
and it has stairs. So
boom, but done. I've become accustomed to trekking up your mountain of a.
it's also closer to the sushi place. So there you go. And I have a Family Mart right next to my house.
Oh, David, I'm sensing fucking lemon sour after podcast
Yep.
sushi's in our future, my
Yep.
boy.
Yep.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, this is gonna
Yep.
be a good fucking
It'll be
day,
great.
bro. I'll probably be moving next year or the year after as well.
Mm.
So that'll be fun. So in like a year and a half.
Do
2
you got
years.
plans of like what area you want to move to? Or you just kind of
Um,
open to wherever.
I'm open to wherever. I don't really care anymore.
Uh.
Initially, because everyone knows I live in West Tokyo. I think a lot of people know my station because I openly post it because I'm an idiot. But in that, I like the West Tokyo area. It's nice. But at the same time, I'm like, the kind of house I want and for the rent I want it at, I
Doesn't
can.
exist.
Doesn't
in that
ex-
area.
Yep, I
I've
can.
been
not-
I've been
mhm.
finding that too because I'm like, oh, everyone lives in West Tokyo.
Yeah.
I want to move there,
It's cool, yeah.
and yeah,
No.
After
Yeah, no.
looking with Chihiro and she's been like, yeah, like there's nothing there. Like
There's
you
nothing.
can't. There isn't. It's
There's
just
nothing.
if-
Yeah.
if it was a situation of where I was just moving by myself.
Oh, easy. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
You find places, but you know, if you're looking for an actual, I would say like a home,
Yeah, a
right?
home,
Because like
yeah.
this is 30. So for example,
Go on.
this is 36 meters squared.
Nice.
This house,
Nice.
the place we're moving to,
Go on.
if we get it,
Go on.
is like closer to 70.
God damn.
So
God damn.
double the size.
God damn. 2 floors?
No, just one floor.
Just one floor?
One floor.
Fuck, that's huge, bro.
Yeah.
God
big.
damn.
Yep.
I hope you get it. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. In the process now, so we'll see what happens.
Ooh, this should be fun. Okay. Fingers crossed, guys. Fucking W's in the chat. Let's make it happen. Praise in the chat, guys. Do your rosaries. Let's get to make it happen.
So how about you?
That'd be
Enough
good.
about me. How about you?
Oh shit, what have I been doing in my life? My god. So I've been gone for about 2 weeks, guys. As I was saying before, my last couple of weeks have been pretty busy. I was in a video with Chef BK. He was on the podcast a little while ago. He's in Tokyo for a
Is
bit.
it already posted?
No. I'm not gonna say.
I was gonna say like he
Oh,
hasn't been home to edit it.
No. We don't talk about what the video's about, but I just the fact that I'm in one and it's gonna come up sometime in the end of the year. Look out for that. Should be fun. Outside of that, Daddy's got a new job. I'm now working with. I don't know how much I can say. There's a whole internal thing.
I'd say probably less is better.
Less is better.
Here's why I would say less is better.
Go on.
Not just because of like where you work,
Mhm.
who you work with
True.
is
True.
the less is more.
True.
Because then you're gonna have people being like, "Oh, could I get this person's email address? Because I
Valid
got a
point.
really good idea about
Valid
fucking
point.
anime anal beads." It's like like.
No, listen, they're all Sakura themed.
Yeah, exactly.
When you
right,
take
yeah.
one out, it says, "Believe it. It's really good. It's motion controlled. You love that.
Is this in my ass? Believe it.
Believe it." But no,
It plays the fucking I was gonna say it plays that song from Bleach.
Which one? Wait.
If you wanna see
See
some
some
action.
Gotta be the center of
I don't know why my mind went there, but yeah.
No, that's fucking good. The second you said the song from Bleach, I was like the one about like everybody loves my guitar sound like that. Which one are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, no, there is
It's
that one
fucking
too. Yeah.
ridiculous. But I got a new job and I started on like the 1st of November, which is why I was busy because the contract I'd finished on the 31st of November. So I got back to Tokyo on the 31st and then started work on the 1st. So I was like, wow, rest? What's that? What's going on there? So it's been like a lot of like onboarding stuff that happened. But anyway, my new company has a whole internal process when it comes to not only social media, but also like how much you can say on your own personal social media, not only about the company, but just about the fact you worked for said company, which I think is really good. Like they've created these systems in a way that makes sense. So I'm probably gonna have to apply for this thing, and then someone checks all my someone checks all my social media, and then they say, okay, you can publicly say this stuff on your social media, or no, you cannot.
That's weird, but all right.
But think of the company though; it's a social media company, so
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, it's on my LinkedIn. You can do it that way if you
right.
if
yeah.
you
If you really need to
if
know.
you're fucking jonesing,
And but like even then, you might not know what that pertains to, but
you wouldn't know. No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't. But yeah, it's the way they do things at the new company, fantastic. Honestly, it's fantastic. I like it a lot. Great people, amazing people I'm working with. It's only been like a week, less than a week. It's been like 3 days, 2 days. Having a good time. I'm enjoying work. Blah blah blah. Anyway, but more fun things. Daddy did his first influencer job down in Kyushu. I was paired with the JNTO, and it was a whole big promotion with the JNTO Midland Company promoting Kumamoto and Miyazaki. Bro, great trip, but
Yeah.
very busy.
I would imagine so.
Bro.
It seemed like you went a lot of places.
Every day was like, every day we're up at like 6 or 7. So we're like 6 or 7, and we were out. We're out the door by like 8, 9 the latest. We're out the door. We're on the road. We're driving from place to place, like seeing all these sites, taking videos, getting content. And because like a Japanese like trip, everything's on a schedule.
Right.
So we're in at this time, we're out at this time. And there is no in between. There's no, can we stay for 2 more minutes to do X? It's we're in or we're out. The first guide we had was really, really good. And she understood like we were there to promote the area, and she's from the area. So we would say like, hey, could we stay for an extra 10 minutes because this place is good content and we want to get more content here. And she'd be like, go for it. Because she gets it. She's like, I get it.
Yeah.
You guys are here to promote the area. If you think something's good content that means it's gonna promote the area better.
Mm-hmm.
We can make up the 10 minutes on the road. We can
Right,
make up
right,
the 10
right.
minutes in the evening. It doesn't matter. Go for it. Get it done. So that was really fun. Some of the other guides not as good, but it's not really here nor there. But it's a good time. Kumamoto was very busy. We ran around to see Mount Aso.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Amazing.
Did
Amazing.
we that was in Kumamoto. We
Was
went
it?
there, right?
We did. We went
Yeah,
near there. Yeah. It was good. It was good. The greatest thing about Kumamoto was really fun. But the best thing about the trip was there was this company, and they do these interesting bike riding tours. And initially, I thought the bike riding tour was going to be they drive you to like the top of like the what do you call it? It's not it's part of Mount Aso, but it's like a national conservatory park type thing.
Yeah. Mm.
This massive road that snakes down the mountain and takes you back into town, basically. And I thought we get to the top, they drive all the bikes up, everyone gets out, and then the guide like rides us down, and goes, "Oh, this is Mount Aso. Oh, this is some trees. Oh, these are cows." Nope. We got to the top, and they were like, "All right, here's. Do you guys know where the store is?" We're like, "Yeah." They're like, "Okay. See you back there at 1.
They just let you go.
Just let you go. And that was probably the greatest thing they could have done. Because we
Mm.
were just like, boys, let's fucking kick it. And it was amazing. Highlight of the prefecture. Because I think I pedaled like 5 times down the entire mountain.
Cause you just
It's so steep. We're going like, I don't know how fast we're going, how much K we're hitting, but it is insane. I mean, like, so fast that you're turning corners and you're like, I need to counterbalance myself turning this corner or slow the fuck down or I'm going to eat shit. Fast. It was amazing. So we're flying down this mountain, like doing cool shit there. We get back to the place, we're like handing the bikes back. Everything was cool. But the one thing that annoyed me, the one thing that really pissed me off was that at every other bike place we go to, as you can tell, I have a giant afro. I can't wear helmets. It's not that I don't want to, I physically can't. I know what you're thinking. But the law, Jordan, you have to wear helmets. Not in Japan. There is no law on the books.
which is fucking weird.
It's weird as fuck. It's very dangerous, but it's the law. The law is you don't have to do shit, and no one can make you. That's the law. That's the law of the land. And I love that law because I don't want to wear a helmet to fuck up my hair. Because for me personally, wearing a helmet is more dangerous because I'm going to be constantly messing with it. Because no matter how loose you make it, it would always be tight. Unless I like pull my hair back, tie it back, which I couldn't do at the time because I didn't have anything to do it with because no one told me they had these weird rules there. So I was like, unless I tie it back, pull it back, I'm going to be like constantly fishing with it. So I was like telling the guy, I was like, hey, I can't wear a helmet because literally I can't. You should have told me beforehand. We could have set something up. The guy's like, oh, but it's the store rule. Oh, are you Abe? Are you Kishida? What, your rules supersede the rules of the land? I don't think. Well, you're mayor
I mean,
of
if they're renting a bike to you, maybe.
you the mayor of Kumamoto? Maybe. But generally, no. Because in the end of the day, I was like, well, I'm not going to wear it. So there's that. He goes, oh, just take it with you. And I'm like, so instead of me just not wearing it, you're allowing me to not wear it, but you're still making me bring it. Potentially just bringing with me like one more thing to hold going down this mountain. I'm like, do you not understand how stupid this is? It's either a law that it's like a rule you must, that you're like 100%.
Yeah,
You do it.
You're not flexible at all.
Yeah. You do it or no bike. That's it. You wear the helmet or no bike. And
Right.
I would have been like, I understand that. Cool. I guess no bike. I'll be in the car sleeping. Wait me out
Right.
when you guys are back. Easy. Don't mind it. Don't worry about it. Guys, take enough a B-roll. Give me some of it so I can make something with the footage afterwards. I would have hated missing out on the bike because it was cool as shit, but understandable, you know? They're like, nah, just take it up. You don't have to wear it. Well, you guys are idiots. Like, and that's like one of those. And this guy was like the owner as well.
Yeah.
So this is one of those like Japan things where it's like, oh, but the rules. Oh, but the rules. We can't break the rules. Who made the rule? Well, I did. I'm the owner. I made the rule. I'm the owner. So just ignore. I can't ignore the rule.
Right, yeah. I think it's more like a legality thing. Like you fall off and fucking die and then someone sues you, right?
Here we go. Ready for this? This was the fucking cherry on top. This got me fucking angry. It's got me annoyed. Because I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, it's a legality thing. You have to wear the helmet because if you fuck up, they're held liable.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah. No.
Before you even touch a bike, before you get on a bike, they make you sign a contract thing
Yeah.
saying if you hurt yourself, you
won't sue
cannot
us.
sue us. They make you sign a fucking thing saying you are liable for your own safety. If you hurt yourself, you are not allowed to sue us. And you can't even look at a bike until you've signed this thing. So I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. At that point, it's like, then what are you protecting? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not. I literally, according to this thing, cannot sue you. So,
Cannot
like,
sue-
what
yeah.
are you worried
So
about?
what are you worried about? Nothing
I
can
mean,
happen here.
the weird thing about like stuff like that, sometimes like not even like a written consent form is like legally binding. Technically,
No, of course not. No, yeah.
sometimes.
Sometimes, but no.
It depends on like the situation.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
like, it's not even.
It's silly as well. We're like a government trip in a sense. We have like insurance up the wazoo.
Mhm.
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. I'm not wearing a helmet, and thus I'm gonna ride safer than someone wearing a helmet. I don't have that protection, you know. And more importantly, I don't want to fall off my bike and ruin my hair. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not wearing a helmet for a reason. I don't want to ruin my hair.
Mhm.
I don't want it like strangling me as I ride this bike. Trust me, I'll be fine. It'll be okay. I'm telling this guy, like, bro, it's gonna be okay. Relax. I'm like, I've done many a trip where I just don't wear helmets, and no one has taken it this far. Chill.
Mhm.
In the end, he's like, fine, you can ride the bike, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. It's like, cool, yeah, whatever.
Excellent, sweet.
Yeah, literally, fine, cool, great, fucking. But I'm like, all you've done here is you've ruined the vibe. You get, I'm like, you get this, right? You've just ruined the vibe. The vibe is fun day out. We're promoting your company. We're promoting like the mountain. We're promoting like the area, and you're like, you can't do that. No, I'm not gonna be flexible at all. I'm like, well, all I've got from this is that I now don't want to introduce this place to other internationals because you're not flexible.
You're gonna harangue them.
Yeah, you're gonna harangue
About-
them. Someone's gonna.
I mean,
come-
I think most people probably wouldn't care about wearing the helmet too much, but
Yeah.
yeah, it like I could imagine that you are in like the same situation, or like maybe you have something that like prevents you from wearing
Yeah.
a helmet. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, you have like fucking ridiculous headgear.
crazy headgear,
Something.
any type of styled hair. People wearing like hijab, same thing. Like helmets really
you
hard
can,
as
yeah,
well. You can do
you
special
know,
ones.
whatever the situation,
Whatever the situation
may
is,
be.
yeah.
So you go all that way, you get there, and they're just like, yeah, no, bro, you can't do it. And it's like,
Literally.
well, then it's
Well,
like,
then-
fuck, dude, like, okay,
Fuck my hair for idiots. Like
maybe you should like make that
Yeah,
known
say that.
from the get go.
say that literally because if they told me that like a day in advance, I'll be like, oh, bet, cool.
Tie
I'll
it
just
up in or do
yeah, I'll
whatever.
tie it. I can tie it up. I'll tie it up in a way that like I can have it there the entire day.
Right.
I'll tie it up. I'll put some big headphones on. I'll incorporate this hair into the style of the day. So when I'm making a video, I can like streamline the day basically, you know.
Yeah.
But they're like, gotcha. Turns out we're gonna be dickheads about this whole thing, and it really ruined the vibe. And I thought it was just me, so I was like being fine. I was like, whatever, cool. No, I'm annoyed, but cool. But then everyone else around was like, yeah, that's ruined the vibe, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Everyone's feeling the vibes.
Was the
being
bike
ruined.
ride at least good though?
Fucking sick?
Yeah.
Sick.
Were you on like the Dendo Assist?
Nope.
No, just
So
like a regular.
we
pedal
weren't on
bikes?
Dendo Assist, and I was like, oof, no electric bikes. This might be crazy. And then we start going down the mountain, and I'm like, I do not want no electric assist. It was so smooth, so fast, without any pedaling. You don't want any more speed. Seriously, like it's perfect speed just going down like a normal bike. Honestly,
Yep.
it was sick, and I think it was so good. That's how good the bike ride. It was so good. I'd completely forgotten about the whole situation with the helmet stuff.
There you go.
That's how good it was.
That's all that
Legit.
matters, right?
That's all that matters. Like I'm going down this mountain, and I'm like, guys, we need as much content as possible because this alone
Mhm.
is a reel. This is great content. This is fucking fun, and I need to promote this. Like as annoying as the company was, I was still like, I'll still promote you. It was that good. Like you guys were annoying, I'll still promote you. It was
And that's
the ride
Kumamoto?
that good. Kumamoto,
Mm.
fucking sick. I'll find the store and I'll
lots
send
of
it.
fun stuff in Kyushu, man.
Dude, I love Kyushu. There's so much fun stuff there, honestly. Legitly fun. But then Kumamoto was good. After that, we went to Miyazaki. It was my first time Miyazaki. Great town. You know where Miyazaki is?
Miyazaki.
Planning on the map. Go to...
The my brain. The prefecture.
Miyazaki.
Someone
In
just
a-
put a fucking loading on
Jamie's
my
like,
brain.
Miyazaki in Japan? Is it Japan one? Yeah. It's like you take the whole map of Kyushu,
Yeah.
and if Fukuoka's here,
Yeah.
it's there.
It's the
It's
one
the one-
closer to Hiroshima.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Right, to like the bottom
Or
right.
the one that's close to Shikoku.
Yes.
right?
Yes. There's
Yeah,
Miyazaki,
like-
and then there's one above it, but that's
yeah.
like there. Yeah. That's the one. That's what's like good. Honestly, fantastic prefecture. And there was something I learned about Miyazaki while I was there, and it threw me for a fucking loop, David. So I get to Miyazaki, we're hanging out. We
Yep.
got like a day and a half, 2 days there doing like Miyazaki things. But what got me okay, and it really was confirmed to me once I was back in Tokyo and discussing with like Miyazaki people here. So we get to this izakaya, yeah. So yes, izakaya, and we're sitting down for like drinks, and like, it's a normal izakaya, like a chain store basically. Just
Right.
chill. We're getting drinks. We're getting like all this like cool like local fish like fry up and eat. And it's like raw stuff and sushi. It's great. I'm looking at the menu, all right?
Mm.
I'm thinking to myself, do you know what I want? I'll get myself a nama biru, a nice, nice big old beer.
Yep.
To go over this fish I'm devouring. One beer, big old beer,
Mm.
100 yen.
Why is it so cheap?
That's what I said. I said to her, why is it so cheap? I was like, why is this beer 100 yen? And she goes, what? I go, it's really cheap. It's 100 yen. She goes, yeah. I go, why is it 100 yen? She's like, it's always been 100 yen. And I go, no, but why is it 100 yen? Because it was like Kimugi. I was like, this same brand of beer in the convenience store is like 160 yen.
Mm.
How are you guys selling it here for 100 yen? She's like, it's just always been that cheap. It's always been 100 yen. And my brain is
Huh.
like, bro, my brain is frying. I'm like, is it like a time sale? It's like this on these days at this time, but on like the weekends.
happy hour
Yeah,
or
yeah. She's
something.
like, no, it's always 100 yen. She's like, it's always been 100 yen. It'll always be 100 yen. You can get like a kidding, and that's like 350 yen.
Uh-huh.
Or was it 200? No, 250 yen.
Mm.
Or you can get 100 yen kimugi. And I was like, bro, then we're drinking the 100 yen kimugis. That's that's
Yeah,
stupid.
There's nowhere around here you can buy beer for 100 yen.
A jockey.
No fucking
No
way.
fucking a cup that size.
A cup like this.
A cup
right?
like that.
Cup like this
A
size.
big old fucking boy
It's
cup.
like, it's as big as my head.
The size of David's head. Man went, give me 100.
Vaguely.
Vaguely. She went, give me 100 yen. We'll call it even.
It's about as empty too.
Yeah. What was wild to me as well is that I'm like internally I'm having a moment because I'm like, this cannot be real. How are you selling these things? What is your profit margin?
Which is like the food expensive?
No, and it was delicious, David. Big bowl of sushi. One
Yeah.
of those big like 2 people bowl sushi.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like
800 yen.
How the fuck does that work?
How? The store is nice and new
So
as well.
basically what you're telling me is anywhere in Tokyo is ripping me off.
Bro, ripping you off.
Yeah.
Oh, David, I cannot even begin. They had like these delicious like yuzu, kosho, hotate things you grill up, and I was like, I'll take 3 of those. And she goes, oh, these are kind of expensive. I go, yeah, what's going on? One of these delicious hotate things that you grill up. She's like, oh, it's about like 200 yen. That's nothing. I was like, in Tokyo,
You get like one hotate for like 300.
and they cut that shit in half as well. They
Yep.
cut it sideways and put it on rice and call it a meal.
Yep.
Angered me. So I'm like, this is insane. This is the most insane restaurant I've been to. So I'm trying to confirm with like Miyazaki people. I'm like, hey guys, I'm in this bar, and this thing's like 100 yen. What the fuck is going on? And they're all like, yeah, that's normal. So apparently Miyazaki, there are 2 things they're known for. Yeah, well, more than 2, but 2 of the things they're known for is having very, very good but very sort of heavy food.
Mm-hmm.
Like chicken number is famous there for some reason, and they have like lots of like fried foods, lots of like salty foods, lots of like izakaya style like gastro pub foods, and then you gotta watch those down. So what's the favorite drink in Miyazaki? Fucking shochu, potato sake, the worst. I hate shochu. It's horrible.
Shochu fucks you up, man.
Shochu gives you what I've described. I've called the tsunami or like the wave drunk. You're like drunk. You're drunk in waves, and by waves I don't mean like you're drunk for a bit and then it gets really feel a little bit queasy and then it dies down and then like you're still drunk. No. The very last time I drank shochu, the waves that hit me, I felt like I was David. I was gonna drown. I'm getting tongue tied thinking about it again. I was gonna drown, David, because it was. I'm on the train, and I feel drunk, of course. I'm drinking soju, and out of nowhere, I'm sober. David, crystal clear. I am sober.
Yeah, that I've had that before too.
How scary is that?
It's weird because like
Mm.
you drink and you're like, I'm drunk, and then maybe like 25-30 minutes go by and you're like, I'm fine,
I'm fine.
and then 20 more minutes go by and you're like, I am fucking destroyed.
I'm-
I can't stand.
Yeah.
I am now blind.
I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm blind.
I'm literally blind.
I'm literally blind. Help.
I've that's the only time I've ever gone blind drinking.
Yes. Only showchu.
And it is such a weird sensation. Like I was freaking out
Yeah.
because my vision had gone so blurry.
Yeah.
It just looked like it's like someone had like literally put like a Gaussian blur
Yes.
filter on
Yes.
my eyes, and I'm like,
Mm.
what is going on? I'm like, I'm dead now.
I'm dead. That's how I die.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is, I didn't even drink that much shochu.
No
You don't. I think I had like maybe 3 shots of shochu.
potatoes to fuck you up.
The potatoes wreck you. Cause I remember being on the train being like, wow, I'm so sober. I was like, wow, I guess the 1 cup of water I drank really counteracted that
Really balanced it out.
really
Really.
balance out. I'm basically the lady of justice with the big scales and a blindfold. That was me. I was look at that balance. Justice,
Perfect.
bitch. Perfectly balanced as all things should. I was Thanos, baby. I was ready. I'm here for it. No one's gonna stop
Except
me.
it's the blooper version where Thanos accidentally drops the fucking knife into his own foot.
That's me. That's
Oh shit!
That's legitimately me. I'm Thanos, but I'm Thanos if Thanos had like 3 shots of potato whiskey and 1 glass of water, sobered up for a hot second, then was like trying to do fidget spinner tricks with the fucking dagger, and then that second wave hit, and that dagger just like shot off into his fucking carotid artery and just kills,
Right in the
just
jugular.
kills himself. That was me. Because I got off the train, I was walking home, and then out of nowhere, my left foot decided it was my right foot, and I stumbled over my own feet. And I stood up, and I was the drunkest I have ever been in my whole life.
Yeah, stay
And
away from that shit.
Bro,
that is my
I
recommendation to
stood there-
do not.
Yeah. I was like, I can feel the gravitational pull of the moon. I remember thinking this. I remember thinking, if I... I remember thinking... so fucked.
The moon will pick me up off the ground.
I remember thinking... This is so drunk. I remember thinking, thank God I wore my big Timberlands today, because they're heavy enough to keep me on the ground.
Just anchored to the floor
so
like a fucking wacky inflatable tube man.
every time I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
But I digress. That's Miyazaki. They drink that vile water with like heavily fried foods. I think I gained like 3 kilos.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's horrible. It's so much fried food. I got back and I was like, I feel the weight of the food.
I feel greasy.
bro. I felt so greasy. But Miyazaki was great. I had a really fucking good time, honestly. But
Dan asks, if you didn't need to live in Tokyo for work, would you live somewhere like Miyazaki?
100%. Like that, I would go there. It's very nice. Of course, living is cheaper as well. As an international, it would be harder to get yourself into that local community. You'd have to speak the language. You'd have to like get in there. But as long as I'm living in a place that has good travel links, I wouldn't mind living in Miyazaki, honestly. But
yeah, I kind of had that that like type of reaction to when I was in like Kusatsu. I'm like, this would be like a nice place to live, kind of.
I could live it kind of.
But man, I don't know. I've lived in the country so much
That you're
like,
donezo?
of you know the early parts of my life that I'm just like, nah, I'm a city boy now.
City boy? Yes, I'm also a city boy. City boy.
It's just I like shit to do.
Yeah. No, you're right. I could live there, but when I say live there, I always put an asterisk of as long as there are good links to a bigger city. So I'd live in Miyazaki as long as I could get to Fukuoka.
Right. Yeah.
Like
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like,
Yeah.
if it's like 30 minutes from wherever I live to Shibuya, but I live out in the boonies somewhere.
Oh, easy.
Okay, whatever.
Because that's no difference now.
No difference. Yeah.
There's no difference. It's 30 minutes from where I am now to Shibuya, so whatever. It's like when people live down in like Saitama or whatever, and everyone's like, oh, you live in Saitama. I'm like, yeah, it's 30 minutes from Tokyo. You're living in...
You live in Shinjuku and it still takes you 30 minutes to get to Shibuya.
It takes you 20 minutes to get to Shinjuku Station because you can't afford a house close to Shinjuku Station.
Right.
I'm living in a fucking 3-floor house.
A 6DK.
Yeah, out in the middle of fucking nowhere, Saitama. But when last train hits, we all go home.
Right.
That's it. When the last train appears, we're all going home anyway. Maybe I have to leave like 10 minutes before you have to leave. Cool. But when I leave, my house is giant, and when you leave, you got to deal with cockroaches in your Tokyo apartment.
Yep.
You're fucked.
Yeah, it's always so weird, like seeing places on TV, kind of like in the middle of nowhere, and being like, just having like this like mentality of I live in the city now, but couldn't I go back to the simpler times? Couldn't I go back to the simple life where I just live off the land and grow taters?
No.
And then I actually realized I don't know anything about growing potatoes, right?
Nothing.
Like that's the problem.
Nothing.
It's like there's always the thought of I could be a farmer, and then the realization of I don't know
shit about
anything
farming.
about farming.
Listen,
I know plants need water, but that's about it, and they go in the ground.
Boy, that's what I know. Listen, I have
Sun's good, maybe.
sun sometimes good, too much sun apparently bad.
Yeah.
Wild, bro. Wild.
Weird.
Weird. Like, as a man who has plants in his balcony and who's killed a lot of them over the years, I don't know shit about raising plants. All I know is that you stay on my balcony, you fight the elements, you get strong, or you die. That's it. That's it. That's all I know about raising plants. I could be a farmer.
And especially it's like, oh, if I raise these plants wrong, I also die.
Yes.
Because I have no money.
Yes. You also die. Imagine spending like a shit ton of money on like potatoes and you kill all your potatoes.
And they all die, and then you're just like, oh, fuck.
Or you accidentally eat like a green potato that has like high levels of some kind of poison that kills
they're like carcinogenic.
Yeah.
Fucking tater cancer.
You give yourself fucking tater cancer from like a badly green boiled potato. That would suck. That would suck. Imagine dying from a fucking corned beef hash potato meal. That would suck, bro. That would suck. I would hate that, dude.
Fuck.
Nah, man. What happened? He was cooking up some French fries with green potatoes. He fucking killed himself. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking idiot.
Hash browns were too good.
The potato man, you've hatched a lost brown, David. Shoot you in the back of your head. Potato cut. Just donk.
Shoulda julienne the potatoes, motherfucker.
Donk.
Just shoots a uncooked McDonald's French fry through your brain.
Oh, that is fuck, dying from a McDonald's French fry, bro. It's
fried twice
for your pleasure. Oh, we gotta jump to the mid.
We do, yes.
Very quick word from another podcast on our network. Hope you enjoy it. We'll be back in a
minute.
30 seconds. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Mono, the host of Tokyo Game Life, a Tokyo-based video game podcast focusing on Nintendo and gaming culture in Japan's capital. It's your slice of gaming life from Tokyo.
Station?
Every episode features deep dives into gaming-related places to visit in Tokyo, interviews with fans, developers, and experts, plus detailed thoughts on both retro and new games.
I don't have all the
Tokyo
things
Game Life, only on the Tokyo Beat Network.
From a co-op, which is like the delivery service.
But you know the rest of it?
Yeah. All right, we're back. Oh, we just totally just talked all over.
Did we really?
thing.
Did you forget to mute it?
Yeah, I forgot.
That's hilarious.
That's fine. Tokyo Game Life, we love you.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
I like that. They're like, hey guys, listen to our podcast and we're just like, gonna make salsa for dinner. Gonna make some salsa tonight. Fucking sick. Yeah, I'll do that. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
It's fine. You don't hear it on the audio version.
I'm
okay.
surprised that's not happened before.
It's just me just I lean back in the chair.
That's it. Once
They
I've leaned
caught
back,
me slipping.
it's over. Nah, it's funny though. There's so much been going on this week. I'm actually losing my trailer for. No, we're talking before about November. Blah blah blah. We're talking before about November being a really busy month.
Yes.
Don't we have one like a wedding to go to in November as well? It's like
Yeah.
Yeah. When's that happening? Is that
18th.
soon? Oh my god, I gotta wear my suit again.
Where is it? That's a good question.
I don't know.
Me either.
I need to look it up. I have.
I need to buy a shirt. Like a dress shirt.
Ooh. This week Saturday, I have something in. Oh, one of my friends got married in I think Hawaii. Okay, and then because he got married in Hawaii, it was like a destination wedding. So he was like messaging everyone like, guys, I'm really sorry. You know, I couldn't invite everyone to the wedding. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, it's chill. It's a destination wedding in like Okinawa or Hawaii or something. Even if I could go, wanted to go, I couldn't go. That's very far away. So, you know, love you. Congratulations kind of thing. And then he's like, oh, but also we're throwing like a party. I'm like, already I'm going to go. When is it? He's like, we're throwing a party this Saturday to celebrate like my wedding with the Tokyo boys, the guys that are in Tokyo. Do you want to come? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Sounds amazing. What are we doing? What's the plan? David, do you know where we're going? Midtown Barbecue in Tokyo somewhere.
Midtown Barbecue?
Do you know Midtown Barbecue?
Name sounds familiar, but no.
what these mad lads have done. I'm gonna find it because it looks delicious. Midtown. Oh, my thing's on Japanese. Hold on while I Google, guys. Midtown Barbecue. Here we go. It's called Midtown Barbecue. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, okay. It's like
Got him.
American style barbecue.
Got him.
I'm
it's
down.
it's American style barbecue.
What time you going?
Dave's gonna show up. He's like, I'm his +1. No, I'm here for the barbecue.
I'll just walk in.
Oh no, fully. This is what got me. He said it's like Midtown Barbecue, and I was like, I've heard of this place. I look it up. I'm like, oh my god, I've wanted to go for ages. I'm like, how much does it cost? I'll pay it. Let's go. It's a little expensive, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little expensive, but it's like a big spread style thing. So you get
Yeah.
there, and there's a big table of like barbecue. That was loud. Forgive me. There's a big table of barbecue, and you pick from the table, and there's drinks. And I'm looking at like the menu and like the pictures that he sent to accompany the invite, and I'm thinking to myself, am I gonna be able to talk to anyone at this party? Because I think what's gonna happen, David, is I'm gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say hi to my boy. I'm gonna give him a hug. I'm gonna congratulate him. I'm gonna meet his wife. I'm gonna shake her hand. I'm like, congratulations, he's a great guy. I hope you guys have a very long and happy marriage. And I'm gonna find people and I'm gonna go, oh my god, I know you from the thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna great to meet you again, long time. And then as I'm doing this, I'm gonna be constantly just doing like just eyeing up the barbecue table. And the second no one is looking at me, I'm gonna plant my ass right by that table, and I'm not gonna move.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
who
the
gives a
plan.
fuck about people at weddings, right?
Bro, that's the plan.
I'm never gonna see half of these motherfuckers again. I don't give a shit.
And listen, them ribs look delectable. Delectable. I'm gonna wreck them ribs.
It's
boy.
I think that the wedding that you and me are going to
Yeah.
is gonna be awkward as shit.
Shit, I agree.
It's gonna
I
be
agree.
awkward as fuck.
Yes, it is a Japanese wedding, bro.
Well, not only that, it's a Japanese and Chinese wedding.
Lord, this is why
So
I'm very glad.
brush up on your Mandarin,
Bro.
motherfucker.
Brush up. My manners are terrible. He even messaged me. He was like, "Yo, it's like a traditional Japanese wedding," and I go, "Mm-hmm."
Uh,
And he goes, yeah. It's a traditional Japanese wedding. And I go, all right, gang. He's like, you know what that means, right? And I'm like, no.
means I owe you sanmang.
Yeah, it literally means I owe you, gotta give you someone. So you're telling me? Is that what it is? I give you like $300 for this momentous occasion.
Right.
Because I'll give you $300 for a great wedding. Wedding food is delicious.
It's true.
I'll gladly pay someone for a fucking big old stack of wedding food and unlimited drinks. Don't you worry about that, baby.
Mhm.
Is that the plan? Is that what's going on here? Because I'm down for it. And then when I found out, because I was like, initially it was me, Jay, and our friend Luke going. And Luke and Jay have like things to do that day already. So they can't go. I was like, oh, that sucks. I was on Rooster. And Rooster's like, I don't have David online. I go, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, I wanted you, David, Jay, and Luke to come. And I go, I'm sure you have David online. What? And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, let me send it through. It's like, I do the connections. And you're like, yeah, I can go. And immediately I had this mental image of us at a wedding. And I thought back to the wedding we went to. Remember the wedding before us two? Ages ago. We went to that wedding.
Oh God, yeah.
Ages ago. But that was a fucking shout. That was a great wedding.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Because me and David went to this wedding. And then after the wedding, we just went to drink. It's just you and me just went to go and drink in
I remember
Yokohama.
that.
It was so
I remember
good.
that.
Because we were already drinking at like the wedding itself.
Yeah.
And then we were like, they were like, yay, yoy, done. Oh, wedding over. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Handshake.
The after party or
Good job,
whatever.
guys. We got good stuff. Me and David was like, yeah. We're just like backing up to the door. It's like, so drinks, David. So
we're still in like suits and stuff. I remember because we went to like just like a shitty izakaya, right? Two foreign dudes dressed in like full suits, ties, and everything. And we go into like this izakaya in a fucking basement, and like the lady who serves us, she's like, she looks at us like,
yes.
"You are so out of place here. Like, what the fuck are you doing here?"
Every other table is like student, young people, some guys on a date, boys club, probably a circle.
Yeah.
Two of the most well-dressed foreigners. They have ever seen it. I'm wearing a gray suit with stripes on it. You're wearing like a full black suit.
Yep.
We are looking fantastic, but very out of place. Well, we walked in there, and everyone probably went, these guys are either coming from a wedding or these are the presidents of 2 nations
Right.
having a secret
Have a
discussion.
clandestine meeting.
Like, meet me in the shitty izakaya in
Right.
Yokohama. I'll be wearing a gray striped suit.
I'll sell you the plans to my nuclear device.
I'll ask you what the time is, and you'll tell me there's no time.
Right.
Frozen Doctor Strange, and I'll
Right.
reply by saying, "Aha, the chickens have come to roost." And then we'll order a beer. We'll get fucking hammered, and I'll give you the plans.
Just completely forgot why we're there in the first place.
I tip the waitress with the plans.
So there you go. Trust me, they're worth more than you would have got.
It's worth millions. But she said no tips, which is Japan. No tips.
Right, yeah. Just like, what is this?
No tips. This is Japan. Oh, the world is saved once again by the politeness of the Japanese people. Phew.
Paying your workers a decent wage. Save the world again.
That's why America is so fucked. Oh my god. I'm jumping topics again, but like, I was looking at that thing. It's a really funny conversation currently happening online. I have one Japan news thing to talk about, but first, this really quickly. There's a very fun thing happening online where Europeans will go to America and just like not tip people
Yeah.
because we're like, why,
Especially the Germans.
bro?
It's always the Germans.
It's always the Germans. The Brits will sometimes tip.
Yeah.
But I had a good point on this. So there's like a big online conversation happening somewhere. Everyone's talking about, you got to tip because we're not getting paid a decent wage. And I'm like, that sounds like a you problem, like legit. I'm sorry, but it kind of does, like honestly. And then, it's like a big argument happening. And I'm like in this chain arguing, and I make like the greatest point, and everyone's like, oh, good point. Because I was like, a tip isn't your wage; it's a tip. It's you
Right.
working. It's going above and beyond what you do. You know, in your job. And I'm like, this person is give me excellent service, and thus I should give them a little more money on top of that to show my gratitude for them going above and beyond. It's me going, oh my god, I have dry mouth because I'm taking special medicine and I need water refilled every couple minutes. And she goes, I'll get your own jug. I go, that's a tip.
There you go.
That's a tip. I'll give you $10 extra for that. That's fucking fantastic. You've gone above and beyond. A tip isn't something you're owed. It's something you work for. It's extra on top of the thing you're getting anyway, kind of thing. Now, explaining that in Europe, that's what a tip is. You
Right,
go
yeah,
above
yeah,
and
yeah.
beyond, so we give you a tip. I've been tipped in this. I used to work in a supermarket. I've been tipped in a supermarket for going above and beyond. It was kind of a little upscale supermarket, but they wanted like a certain jar of something. I forgot what it was.
Some French bullshit.
Yeah, some
I bet.
French bullshit. Like, do you have this jar? It's normally like hidden somewhere in the store. None's on the shelves. I was like, I'll have a look. I went in the back. I'm like, we don't have anything. And like, could you do it one more time? Like, it's got to be somewhere. I was like, all right.
Yes. The back room.
For the back room.
Where everything
Where
is.
all
the
magic
magical
happens.
dimension where I could just pull anything out of my
Anything.
ass.
Deliveries happen on Sunday, and today happens to be Saturday, and thus everything must be in there. It's just loading. It's just
Right.
pending right now. It's just loading. It's there. It's just not rendered
It
in.
hasn't materialized.
It's not materialized yet. They're all there. They're all
Yeah.
there. But it's still rendering, you know? It takes a while.
It's always so funny. Like people
Stupid.
said, you like, can you look at the back? It's like, well, I can look.
I can
but
look, but
motherfucker, like, if it was in the back and I don't have any in the front, don't you think I'd put it in the front?
it's gonna, yeah, literally. But this one time, there was a box that had one more in it, and I was like, I found one. It was in a box that it shouldn't have been in. Here you go. And they go, oh, too much. He slipped me a $5, and I was like, that's crazy. I'll take it. But that didn't instigate some kind of passion in me to go above and beyond.
Right.
Because after that, let me tell you, I'll be working in the same supermarket, and I would know something is not there. Hey, do you have microwave popcorn? We don't sell that here. Could you check the back? Gladly.
100%.
Oh my god, I will check the back for you right now. I'm in the back. I'm texting.
Right. Back there. Mm-hmm.
I don't even go into the back. I walk into the loading bay where there are no cameras.
Right.
Now I'm texting. I'm just like, what you guys doing? You guys good? You come out? Yeah, I'm coming out today. It's working.
Dude, that's why I love. So I used to work in the produce section
Oof.
of a
yes.
grocery store,
Mm.
and because the produce section has its own like separate like storage area
Yep.
and coolers.
Yep.
And there's no cameras in there.
Nope.
So like sometimes I would just disappear. Not to just like not do anything, but there's like days where we get like a big order,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
yeah,
I would
yeah,
just
yeah.
I would just we're not supposed to like listen to music at work and all this
Oh,
other shit.
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I tell my coworkers, I'm like, I'm going to disappear into this cooler.
Yep.
I will not be back for 2 hours.
Yes.
Do not talk to me.
Yes.
Do not interrupt me.
Yes.
And I just go in there and play some like fucking hard. Like,
Oh yeah,
Just like pump it up music.
Yeah.
I'd just be throwing around like boxes of fucking celery and shit.
bro, I love that stuff.
Yeah,
I
great.
got stock trained. Like it's like a stockroom training thing you have to do,
Mhm.
and I did that. And one day, I remember the guy was like, it's like a university supermarket thing. He's like, oh, the stockroom's a fucking mess. Someone needs to sort it out. And everyone's like, no, don't want to do it. No. Like, who's stockroom trained who can sort this mess out? And everyone's like, no. I was like, I'm trained. What do you want? They go, we need someone to go down there and basically like sort out the whole stockroom. It's a fucking mess down there. No one can find anything. I'm like, I'll do it. It's gonna take longer than my shift. I got 2 hours left. It's like a 4-hour job. They're like, yeah, overtime. Yeah, we'll give you the hours. Get it done. That's all I needed to hear. I plugged my phone in and just started playing music.
Yep.
Fucking iTunes. I think I was using iMusic at the time or whatever it was. On shuffle. I'm good. People are coming down, coming
as long
up.
as you're not like, as long as customers don't see
Oh,
you
no, they
and you're
can't.
doing work, then it's like, who
Bro.
the fuck cares, dude?
We were in B1. No one could even hear me.
Okay.
No one could even
You're
hear
in,
me.
like you're basically invisible.
I'm invisible. I'm in the depths working around. I remember like one of the managers, absolute dickhead. He comes in and he's like, Jordan, we have
It's
a
always the
radio.
one guy.
There's always one. He's like, you have radio. You can't be playing music while you're working. And I'm like, my shift's finished. I was like, my shift finished an hour ago. I'm now doing overtime to get the stockroom cleaned for y'all. Do you want me to do it or not? Because if not, I can go home. Oh, when you do it, but you can't please get that. No. No. I do both things at
This
once.
is my time now.
Literally, I do both things at once, or I do none. Oh, that job was my drinking money. I had 4 jobs at the time. That job paid the least amount of money. So that job was my drinking money. That job was my, I don't give a shit about this job. I will quit anytime.
I've never understood like why bosses are like so anal about
I know.
stuff like that. It's like if it improves the efficiency of your workers, just let them
do it.
fucking do it.
Let him do it.
Who cares?
Who gives a shit? Idiots.
Nobody should care.
No, don't care. It's a control thing. It's always a control thing.
Yeah.
I feel like, as the manager, like I feel like I'm not swinging my tiny dick around this office enough.
Right.
Who can I yell at for something ridiculous?
Some more shit.
Some horseshit. Oh, Cindy Lou is wearing fucking white shoes, and this store we only wear
Black shoes.
off cream or some shit. Is that fucking take out the color
Yeah.
scanner?
Fucking Dan, yeah, I've heard of this shit too. They tried to make us not use earbuds while it's nighttime and the store is closed, like overnight stalking. Who gives
Wait,
a
are you
fuck?
serious?
Yeah, dude, there was like occasionally, so like I was working, when I was working produce, I was like the guy under the manager, so I
Yeah.
was doing like ordering and stuff, and every year you had to do overnight stock one time.
Oh,
even
yeah,
if you- even
yeah.
If you're
Been
a
there.
day shift,
Yep, been there.
so you had to do overnight stocking. I always got called in because you get paid double wage for overnight.
Double? I'll do it.
So I'm like, fuck it.
Bro,
Yeah,
sign me up.
I'll come in at like 1 a.m. and just fuck around and do whatever. But and just like scan shit. Like that's all you had to do was fucking scan shit.
Easy.
But like they were like, yeah, you can't be listening to stuff. And I'm like, why? What to what purpose does that have?
Oh my god, that's just full of alcohol. Sorry.
Yep.
I had the kiwi. Oh my god. I had the kiwi in the cup,
It's fucking
and it's just alcohol.
pineapple's way worse.
Is it worse?
Oh yeah.
I'm saving that for an after podcast treat because it's kiwi. I didn't expect it. I also went to get it out.
And it's just like
Yeah, it felt like someone punched my throat with ethanol. This is David. My confidence as a chef. You've
Yes.
done stuff fantastic. But no,
it's
I agree.
It's funny. When we were drinking choya at your birthday party, I'm like,
excellent.
mine's better. like
that,
that was immediately the thought I had. I'm like, it's better at my house.
You're right, because that's why I swapped to the user one instead.
Yeah.
Because I drank that's the first time I drank choy in a while.
Yeah.
So I
same.
drank the choy and I was like, Davis is better.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not good.
No.
I'm like, this kind of tastes bad.
Yeah, I'm like, Davis is better. Like it's better. It has a better kick to it. Has a
Mhm.
better alcohol hit to it. The fruit in it is better. I was like, yeah. Anyway, I digress. Yeah. Last story.
Bears.
Literally, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Bears.
Bears. As a weird aside.
Last thing, guys. Okay, Last story of the night.
Sometimes we talk about stuff in Japan.
We have to occasionally.
Occasionally.
Bears.
You know.
What do you do if
bears.
a bear attacks? Die, apparently.
Yeah. Especially if the bear's fucking hungry.
Bro, so up in the north of Japan, there have been an increase in bear attacks for the past couple months now. Now, when I say increase in bear attacks, I'll paint you a picture. Last year, at this time, for the whole year, I believe it was, there were about 6 bear attacks last year. About 6. And everyone went, oh, man, that's a lot of bear attacks.
Weird.
6 attacks. Terrible. We hope this doesn't happen anymore again. And this year, there's like 30-something. It's like 36 attacks, I think.
Let me read the NHK article. Bear attacks in Japan are on the rise, with the number of incidents increasing to a record high for the period of April to July this year.
There we go.
Amidst the escalating cases, the environmental industry is calling on people to be on alert and take extra precautions. Bear encounters led to 53 reported cases of injury across this country, including 15 in Iwate, 9 in Akita, and 7 in Fukushima. I think it's actually some of the attacks were fatal.
They were.
In May, a fisherman went missing
Yep.
while out on a lake in Hokkaido. A search party found a bear with waders in its mouth and partial human remains.
Stop it.
A hunter in the
Terrifying.
search party shot dead the 1.5 meter long bear. Later, DNA testing confirmed the remains belonged to the missing person.
Terrifying.
Uh-oh.
Terrifying. I got a thing that says on Wednesday, Japan's Environment Ministry says across the country, 180 people were attacked by bears, 5 fatally between April and October this year. This is the worst number ever since the Japanese government began taking statistics. The Tohoku region accounts for 70% of the total.
Yep.
Bro, this is not the time to be up there. This is good. And the worst thing is as well, I was looking into it. I was like, why is there so many bear attacks suddenly? This is crazy. I get it's near winter time and the bears are eating to like go into hibernation, but why is there so many attacks? And it turns out it's kind of our fault.
Yeah, go figure.
Go fucking figure. Global warming, in all its glory, has made there's like less acorns produced this year in Tohoku. I assume because it's too warm and or too cold. I don't know which. I assume it could be a combination of both. But either way, there's not enough acorns in Tohoku, and so the bears need more food. And so the bears are like, well, these humans are pretty tasty, because they're coming closer and closer to the cities, and they're just eating whatever they can eat. So for bears, we're just prey. We're like weak prey.
It's just a thing, yeah.
This is the thing for them to eat. And as much as people are like, oh no, the bears, it's just terrible. It's like, well, like, what did you expect? You know? And what's worse as well, apparently, the number currently showed like 180 reported attacks, 70% happening in Tohoku. The number's apparently a lot higher. Because they're saying that a lot of because the bears are now like coming to the cities, there are a lot of houses on the way from like the mountains to the cities, and in those houses are old people,
Right.
and they live very far, very high up in the mountain. So people are like, until someone checks on them, we don't know.
We don't know if they're alive or dead, right?
Yeah, and Japan doesn't have like a what's it called, like a what's the UK one? Like a My Number localized system style, database style thing.
Right.
So
Like a check-in system.
Yeah. They don't have like one localized check-in system or like a national check-in system. So like if you're like 70 something, you get attacked by a bear, they're not gonna know until
You're already way dead.
or like someone comes to find you, like your fucking great grandkid.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Grandpappy in a while. What's going on with him? You find his massacred corpse inside
Literally,
of his house.
just bones at this stage. It's been fucking years. Like, oh, we gave him a couple calls. He's not answering. Oh, it's probably without fishing.
Right. Yeah.
7 days. Yeah. But yeah, it's apparently a massive problem in Japan, and according to a lot of articles, this may be the new trend in bear attacks going forward in Japan. So for me personally, I'm just taking Tohoku off my region of places to live, because bears, as I've said, my one and only weakness, they are terrifying, fucking terrifying. Do you know what bears up there as well? Do you know what ones are attacking up in Hokkaido, up in Tohoku?
What do you mean? What bears?
Which type of bear?
The Japanese ones.
Yeah, black bears, bah.
Yeah, but they're like specifically like they're a specific genus.
Yeah, of like Japan.
Of like Japan. They're like they're the bears that have that like half.
The white
ring.
they have the Ultraman marking.
Yeah.
Just boost their
Yeah, it gives
immunity.
them power.
Give them power, bro.
When
They're really
when the
scary.
full moon's out.
Dude, I'm
Yeah, I forget. Like they're specific. Like it's like Ursine japonica or something, right? Like it's like a specific to Japan bear type. But yeah, Chiro actually showed me a picture the other day of just like someone had like seen a bear and like taken a picture of it in Akita, and it's just like they look emaciated,
dude.
So like that bear is out for blood.
Yep.
Because it'll eat anything at that point, right?
Oh, anything,
like, It'll eat your fucking pet. It'll eat your grandma.
Dude, they're starving. Like, the environmental ministry was saying as well, maximum caution is needed until like December when the bears hibernate. But the problem is, if the bear doesn't have enough food in them to hibernate, they won't hibernate. They'll just keep eating for like the entirety of the winter, which means they'll be like in the cities. It's really scary as well, dude. Like apparently they've come so deep into the cities. Someone was like attacked at a bus stop. Like a high
like
school
just
student.
like
The fuck?
Imagine you're just chilling at your fucking bus stop and a black bear comes and mauls your ass.
I could not deal. I'll be walking like down the street in Tokyo. So you know I'm a fucking city boy. So I'm walking down the street in Tokyo and a leaf will fall a little bit too aggressively in my direction, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Imagine it was a bear, David. Because the thing is, what do? Do you run? You can't outrun a bear. What do? You're fucked.
You're definitely not outrunning a bear. You're fucked.
They run at like 1 billion miles an hour. They're fucking fast.
Something like, what is like the running speed of a bear? It's like 70 kilometers an
Yeah,
hour.
it's like
or
70
something.
kilometers an hour, dude. They're fucking fast. They're fast. They can climb. They can swim. They're basically immortal. You can't shoot them to death because they have skulls like the thickness of like steel shields or something like that. Ridiculous muscle tone. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
How fast can bears run?
Google's like, very. Google's like, very. Fucking get out of there,
Can you
bro.
outrun a bear?
No.
Not even close. That's like literally what it says. It's like, question, can you outrun a bear? Not even the fastest known human on earth could outrun a bear, determined to kill you. So it's like, Usain Bolt is the fastest sprinter, and he enjoyed a human foot speed record in 2009. He was clocked in at going 27.8 miles per hour, about 4 miles per hour faster than the average speed, or more than 10 miles per hour faster than the average human sprint. That is still 7 miles per hour slower than the slowest bear.
There we go.
You are fucked.
You are fucked. Our fastest runners can't outrun their worst bears. Man, the Bear Human Olympics is going to be terrible, dude. We're going to get fucking slaughtered.
And here's the thing.
Huh?
The Asiatic black bear, which is what the one in Japan is,
The wild one.
tops out at 25 miles an hour.
So we're fucked.
So he can run 2 miles an hour faster than the bear.
So
But for how long?
for how?
He's running that speed for 100 meters on flat ground with perfect shoes and nothing that is going to impede his movement. You're done.
You're done. Because what? I think bears are like endurance hunters as well. So they'll just get you. They'll chase you down.
Question:
Now, go on.
What's the fastest bear?
The fastest bear? Is it a grizzly?
Nope.
Black? No. The other one, brown bear.
Yes.
There we go. That's
How
the one.
fast do you think it is?
The black bear was like 25 kilometers.
No, the Asiatic
Sorry,
bear was 25.
The Asiatic bear was 25 kilometers. I'm gonna say a black bear is like 40.
A black bear?
Sorry, brown bear. 40.
You're close. 35.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude, that's so fast. How scary is that, dude? Have you? I think for the longest time I've always said like I don't like. I like bears. They're cool, but I'm definitely terrified of them. I think as you should be as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people are like, "Oh, I'm scared of sharks," I'm like, "Yeah, I get it." But you can avoid those.
Yeah, just don't go in the water.
Don't go in the water. Don't swim in deep ocean. When you go to a place that says, "Hey, there are sharks here," don't go there. Turn around. Go the other way. Look at that. You successfully avoided a shark. Congratulations. Bear, fuck do you do? Oh, I know.
Mean, it's just out there, right?
They're just out there. And you're like, oh, I'll go live in the city. Yeah, they come to the city. They've been coming
now
to the
they
city.
do, yeah.
Yeah, now they do. Like, oh, I'll live in the mountains. Like, yeah, that's where they live. That's their home turf. Have you ever played Elden Ring? The ninja bears there? That's a real thing. That's based on fact. They just appear out of nowhere. They're scary creatures. Like, you can't outrun them. You can't outswim them. You can't
You're
outhunt them.
definitely not outswimming them.
Definitely outswimming them.
You're probably not going to outclimb them
You
either.
cannot climb them. They're champion climbers. You're fucked. The only thing that's going to stop a bear from killing you is
Only
the
some
bear.
bears can climb, though.
Seriously.
Yeah,
But can the
because other bears are they're
too heavy?
like they can't pull their body weight vertically.
Excellent. Good to know. I get fucked. Stupid bears, idiots.
But
Dumbass.
the problem is that like the ones that are most likely to attack you, that are the most aggressive,
Yeah.
are the ones that can climb
Oh, for
trees.
fuck's sake, man.
So you're
What
kind of
the
fucked.
fuck? You're like, no. Imagine you're like, oh no, I heard on the Tokyo Fresh podcast that some bears can't climb. It's like, did you finish the episode? No,
No.
but that's where I stopped. Think should be okay. Let's climb this tree.
Yeah.
Aggressive looking bear, isn't
That's why. So like when what is it? When me and my dad used to go out camping in like the mountains, right?
Yeah, bear country.
You have to hide your food, right? Because the bears can smell it.
Yes.
So what most of like the campsites have done that are like up in the thing, because like I say a campsite, it's literally just like 4 logs in a square, and
Excellent.
they've like patted down not patted down, but like it's like dirt. It's like packed dirt.
Yeah. They packed it
So
down.
like, oh, here's where you set up your tent, right?
Mm.
So what you would do is you would like cook what you want, eat it quick, and then it's like gone, and the smell's gone, right?
Eat it very quick. Devour
And
that
then
shit, yeah.
you put everything in your backpack, and
Mm.
they have like literally like pulleys with like hooks and chains
Oh, you'd hang them up?
that are like, but not close to a tree, because the bear can climb a tree. So like
True.
they're suspended in between trees, like kind of like free
Oh,
floating,
that's cool.
and you pull both things, and it pulls it up into the middle.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
it's like
There,
not
yeah.
where it could get to it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
your
yeah.
stuff is just like up there, and you have to leave it there overnight. So like if it rains, that shit's getting wet. If it's so,
Dude.
and you kind of just like, oh, if you want to get something from it, it's like fuck,
Oh,
man,
fuck
I gotta
me.
fucking pull
I left my fucking
this thing.
DS in the bag.
Yeah, exactly
Ah,
right. I
fuck,
gotta fucking
man.
go get.
That's such a pain in the ass, dude.
But I'd rather that than get
Die,
mauled
yeah.
by a bear.
Yeah,
So
it sucks. Putting it really high, like the smell, like goes further or something, right? So it doesn't.
it's more that they can't like it's harder for them to like pinpoint where it is.
Okay, yeah. Makes
Because if it's on the ground, they'll be able to find where it is eventually, right? But if it's up in the air, it's dissipating more, and
Yeah.
it's probably like it's windier up higher too, right? So,
that's good.
but
I gotta go camping. Camping sounds scary, like living outside with the bugs and the bears and the
I
animals.
mean, camping is scary if you camp like actual camping. If you
Yes.
glamp like in Japan, then
Oh yeah, camping in
Yeah,
Japan
issue.
not scary. Camping in Japan is just glamping. There was a glamping place in one of the near one of the hotels we were staying at, and it was
Mhm.
basically like the hotel was like in one place, and you look out of the window, and there's like a field the hotel owns, and like you can
you just go there.
go here, and it's like the dome building things. So you can camp in these domes, and it's like
Oh, they're like the glass like bubble dome
Yeah.
things.
and it's like what part of this is camping,
What
bro?
part of this is camping? That's just a house.
Just stay in the hotel. Like, what the fuck? The hotel has an onsen. Why are you
Right.
making it harder for yourself? It's fucking stupid. Anyway, I digress.
Dumb.
Yeah, dumb. Don't like it. That's stupid. But anyway, that's what I got. That's my week, bro. I gotta go home and record content, and then get ready for work tomorrow. It's gonna fucking suck. Well, recording
Oh,
content's gonna suck, not work. Work I'm pretty excited about. Well, yeah. Any last thoughts or feelings, my boy?
No, I it's,
You know,
it's been a week.
it's been a week. It's been a week. Indeed, it's been a week.
I had Jay on last week, and that was a
That was good.
nice change of pace.
It was. I'm still listening to the episode.
It's long,
It's long, yeah. It's like 2 hours. But yeah, I'll get to it.
but it's good.
I promise. It was a good one. I liked it. Good times. But anyway, boys, I'm gonna see you guys next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, be careful of bears. And,
Yeah, definitely. If
Bro.
you're up in Tohoku,
seriously though, if you're in
Yeah,
Tohoku,
be
fucking be
careful of
careful. Fuck me, dude. Scary shit. But anyway, guys, have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Wait. I wanna eat.